Recently, the Department of Journalism, Media Studies, and Public Relations hosted a panel discussion where some of our recent grads, Millennials, returned and talked about the intersection of the presidential campaign and the emerging media outlets they work for at the present time. Take a listen to some of their comments.
Yeah, so I think sometimes the best way to capture millennials' attention is to, hey, we're actually paying attention to what you're saying. And one of the ways that we do that is we're constantly scouring social media to see what people are saying when there's a hot topic. So obviously during the Republican convention and the Democratic convention, we had our social media coordinators, who are in fact millennials themselves, on Twitter and seeing what's trending, and when we saw something that was worthwhile to jump on, let's try to quickly turn around a piece of content that says sometimes simply hey, this topic is trending, and explain why.
So I think the first step would be to really invest in the subject areas that millennials are passionate about, female issues, environmental issues for sure. But I think, in particular to the election, I think understanding that millennials were we can continue to generalize, but millennials were a huge part of Bernie Sanders' support. And then with him being out of the race and it, I think on the whole, people being very uninspired by Hillary Clinton, by Donald Trump, what kind of coverage can motivate millennials then?
Millennials are using the technology. They are hungry for information. They're very highly educated, and they want it. They've made it clear that even if it's kind of contributing to the echo chamber and they just want to hear the news that they want to hear, they still want to hear the news and they want to be consumers. So that makes me very hopeful.
We always say at work, what you can always tell a Daily Dot illustration or an image. It has its own feel. I guess the way a New Yorker cartoon kind of has its own vibe. You kind of know where it came from. We like to hope that the Daily Dot has its own feel and vibe as well. So we have a really good art team and very good at illustration, very good at Photoshop, really good at mashing up culture and imagery to present the story visually for the site and also for social media.
I hope you found that informative and enjoyed their insights. But before you click off, hold on for some more information about the School of Communication and the Department of Journalism, Media Studies, and Public Relations.